We are preparing for our 1 versus 1 now. We have another one at 7. Proton Jump versus Fahrenheit. And we also have possibly Final Fantasy IV, the translated version. The brackets continue. We have Ninja Spirit, Elevator Action EX, and Dragon View tonight on the Copperhead pack. Hey, for the sub.
What but?
Carrie, thanks for the sub as well. Waiting for my players to say they are ready to go. I don't think I actually used Ninja Spirit in this tournament yet, but maybe I did. Oh, I have. Did the boss 4 boss. That's fine. Is that a state? From the beginning. Different challenge this time, but same ground will be tread. I try to avoid repeats, it's my bad. I can guarantee the next 3 aren't repeats. The countdown begins. Return of Ninja Spirit. So good we've seen it twice. I think this is actually less of a requirement than last time. This game is full of endless enemies cycling at you. They drop power-ups, but otherwise not really worth fighting. Because they're just gonna fight a horde, they're just not gonna stop. But there's a big difference between what Chaos has versus Schide in terms of power right now with the double and the sword upgrade versus not anything at all. Now he has triple. Thank you for the sub. Just pedaling forward. The other two games on this list will be extremely interesting if you haven't seen them before. I was thinking about LPing Dragon View in all of its glory, all of its confusion. It's a very interesting challenge that I gave the players, so we'll see how they handle it. A little sad that Proton John doesn't have to take it on, but he won't, because I won't give him the same one. I got a different set for tonight. We're gonna have to do some work to get through these bosses without power-ups. It's gonna be hard for Schide. And try and restore Chaos's feed. Hold on, I'm gonna play this ad real quick. He's still fighting the boss, look like. That feed is having trouble. This game is pretty good up until the end. It loses track of itself a little bit then, but until then, pretty good game. Players are not trying out their other weapons very much, and I feel like that's causing them a whole bunch of trouble. I told them there's various upgrades for various weapons. I didn't tell them what the weapons were. They got a sword, a hook shot sort of thing. You can twirl all over the screen. Grenades! And, there's at least one where it's throwing stars, I think. You can throw, ninja stars. Quite a few of them. Chaos is using them now. They're really good for killing weak enemies, but they aren't very good on the boss. Grenades, on the other hand. Opposite situation for those. Chaos is through level 2. I think they have one more to go. 5 minutes left. Nice. You really get a lot of coverage on the screen when you have upgrades. The throwing stars with 3 ninjas. It's a shmup boss. You're a shmup boss. Oh man. The stage that Chaos is on has, and Schide almost is there, but died to the boss. The stage Chaos is on has ninjas that come out with swords, and they ignore your health bar. They'll just kill you. That's something I don't feel like fits very well with what's going on in this sort of gameplay. The game starts to lose touch a little bit at this point. It starts to get worse and worse. Even without that, it's not an easy stage. Chaos is asking me if he beat the boss. He didn't yet. Nine minutes in, they have 11 minutes left. I guess the other boss kills you instantly too. I didn't realize that because I took him out so quickly with the grenade pile that I was dropping on him with the 3 upgrades shadows. I don't know if I upgraded my grenade any, but it's strong. Pretty easy to use. Instant death makes this game feel more like Contra than almost a shmup, almost a walking shmup is what it feels like otherwise. Which I guess you could say that's what Contra is, but not really. It's still a platformer at its core. A lot of trouble with this tree boss. Both players have been struggling with him. Schide is on level 3 now as well. Did the players beat this challenge last time when I asked them for level 4? Was that too much? It seems like too much. You'd have to be really good at stage 3 to get through here. There's that sword guy. This level is tearing Chaos the Frost apart. I'm wondering if Schide realizes they have other weapons. I don't think they've tried anything else. And it seems to me like it's time to try something else when you're fighting a sword man. Kills you in one swing. If they don't try other weapons, I think they'll be in trouble because the boss is a big version of that. They're making a big mistake by not pressing the other buttons. Any. Managed to clear him. Sashi Part 2. The final boss music. Right there's our boss. He needs to be the one taken out. He's very cumbersome, very slow moving thing. He will kill, though. He will kill very quickly. Our players are not having much luck with Ninja Spirit. We have one player devoted to swords only, and the other all about shurikens, or whatever those are. Little stars. That's what they look like to me, or what they probably are meant to be. I guess they are because of the icon in the top left, so... I just feel like they're weak damage, but they probably are effective against most of the enemies in this stage. The flying wolves, especially. Really hard to deal with those. It's boss time again. This boss just kind of appears, takes a swing, disappears. He blocks a lot from his front. Chaos taken out again. No luck. Schide is being overwhelmed, and that's not surprising. It's just not the right weapon. It would appear to me that blue and red are the indicators for whether it's powered up or not. Yeah, see Frost trying the grenades this time. Wouldn't you know it? Hard to stop a grenade with a sword. Schide at the boss. Man, it actually seemed like it was working there for a bit. It just doesn't do enough damage to make up for its shitty range. Elevator action. Pick your character has chosen the nerd mic. Wonder if I have the soundtrack for this. It's on a couple systems. Elevator action returns OST. Okay, we'll play that. You're in the line of fire. Flames burning all around you. You are part of a special task force sent to put an end to an international terrorist group's plan for global destruction with an arsenal of nuclear bombs. This band of evil men hold the world for ransom. It's a game about riding elevators. Escalators are here too. They can fall one story, 2 stories is death. They need to go into red doors to find things. They're looking for up there in the UI how many of those pieces of paper are left, just how much progress they've made in the stage. It's sort of a puzzle game in that you have to figure out how to get to the doors you need. Sort of a puzzle game, a very easy action arcade kind of puzzle game where there's not really a puzzle beyond how do I proceed to the next platform. A Donkey Kong kind of puzzle game. Schide is determined to beat this with only the sword. And props if he can pull it off. Chipping away at this boss with it. The boss cannot block the sword, so that's on his side there. If he could, he'd be done for. I think that would be the end of this campaign. He's got a system worked out here. There's no mistakes allowed, not a single one, or he's dead. Oh, he got impatient. That extra hit cost him. I don't think he's gonna make it in 20 minutes, and it's gonna be because of the sword. Explicitly because he just refuses to try other weapons. Didn't read my directions, I guess. I hinted at that there's other weapons because I told that there's upgrades for them. This is the Game Boy Color elevator action. That's right. I have no idea what the real elevator action plays like. This game is pretty okay, though. Schide has 1 minute left. Finish Ninja Spirits. Is on the boss again. If he would just switch weapons, he could do it quickly. Failing that, I don't think it's gonna happen. It's amazing how much better the game is when you use grenades. This boss drops so instantly. Shide's out of time. This ninja will not die. He got him. Alright, sword complete. No time saved, though. Time lost, in fact. Everyone chose Mike. It took all that time for Chaos to beat stage 1 to get the hang of this game, so there's plenty of time for Schide to catch up if they can work out what they need to do. They've already learned about fall damage, so, you know, step 1, don't fall that far. Now, I did tell them about fall damage. Find all the information, you can enter red doors, don't fall more than 1 story. I told them that. That's the information they got, so. The red doors are a little finicky. You have to touch the white line to enter them. That's how it's done. Once you understand that that's what the game is looking for, you can start getting into all of them really quickly. I didn't tell the players what the question mark doors or the exclamation doors are. I'm leaving it up to them to figure that out. To add a little bit of confusion to this.
Follow the instructions of your superior officers and evacuate the immediately. Follow the instructions of your superior officers and evacuate the immediately.
Schide stuck in level 1 looking for the last 2 pieces. There's a couple of cool things this game does that I'll talk about when we're wrapping up. So at this point, I figure the players have both realized that the question mark doors are not very important. They change your weapon between one of 4 random weapons. They're looking for the exclamation point doors. To make progress, exclamation point. To waste time, everything else. Nothing else has value on the stage. There will be a cutscene when the players have beaten the part that I'm looking to beat. Schide has them all. I'm going to talk about the last mechanic that this game has that's surprisingly good. If you go to the exit, which is either based on where you start. If you start on the roof, it's the basement. If you start in the basement, it's the roof. So Schide just went to the roof and it's not the exit because that's where he came in from. For some reason, that's the way that works. That's not what's interesting. What's interesting is if you go there without all the pieces that you need, it will teleport you to one of them. This music's from Elevator Action. They do have control of the elevator when they're in it. They cannot summon the elevator. There's no button to press or anything like that. Schide finished level 1. Now that they have the hang of it, I hope they pick up the speed because they're not on pace here. 3 scenes to go. We've learned all the mechanics. There's not much to this game. I mean, the palette changes after 4 stages, but it's mostly the same after that. There's a boss fight, but I hesitate to call it a boss because it's just 300 of these goons. And you can't really lose if you duck and shoot. I don't think Schide realizes what the question mark doors are yet. They've gone into all of them. They haven't recognized what those do yet, exactly. They have a very defined purpose. They're not random beyond the pool of weapons that they generate you. Grenades are really crappy. The starting gun is just fine. Don't really need to change your weapons in this. How many of you have seen Dragon View before? I might have broadcast a little bit of it. Maybe. I think that Chaos is almost done. Man, he missed the elevator ride because he was busy getting another gun. I don't understand what the obsession is. In the first game, Schide refused to use any other weapon, and in this game, he's all about grabbing every single sub-weapon instead. Chaos is at the, air quotes, boss fight. Stage 4. Stage 4 is very easy. Escaped. Dragon View. I have a save for them. I didn't give it to them, so that's my bad. I'm going to credit them time while they load that. I gotta track how much time they spent on this. Good, I'm glad Proton John didn't get it then if you've played it before. I owe 30 seconds to Chaos Defrost, and whatever time it takes for Schide to load that state, I'll credit as well. I gave them a state that skipped all the exposition. There's a lot. Schide doesn't know they can follow one story. You didn't read my directions, I swear. There you go. All right. He's on scene 4. He's almost done too. So the challenge here, the directions I gave, and you better have read the directions for this one or you're done. Bring the TNT back to the town of Huxia. And that's where they are now. The TNT's in the storehouse, past the Scorpion boss. The little girl in town will tell you where the Scorpion was last sighted. Leave town on this disgusting map and head there. They are heading the wrong way. If they get lost, it's their own fault. They didn't follow my directions. They're getting into these random battles on the map, and I can assure you that none of this is intended. There is a girl in town who will tell you exactly where to go. A very well-animated, sprightly little girl who has enthusiasm for telling you exactly what to do. She stands out as such a well-animated NPC that I don't know how you could miss her, so if you explore the town, you'll see her. And I told them about that, so that's the way forward. Gotta talk to her. Gotta know what direction to head in on this map or you're done. You're finished. You're just lost. You're just lost on this map. Do not want to be lost on this map. Maybe stumbling on the right direction here. This might be it. Is this the storehouse? Let's put on that music. It's time for Dragon View. I think they did find the storehouse eventually. No. This is the arsenal. This is not it. What the hell is the arsenal? The incorrect place. Waiting to see Schide switch to the next game. Okay, I owe Schide about 20 seconds. Well, this is a chance for him to pull ahead. Schide has found the correct Scorpion dialogue. Did he really? I mean, the directions aren't too complicated. Just don't want to get lost in this stupid map. That looks like it might be it, but you know, I said that last time. Watch out for that Tasmanian devil on the road. We're looking for the storehouse. The storehouse is the correct dungeon. Is this it? Storehouse. This is correct. They need to beat this level and then get back to the town. That's all they have to do. Enjoy combat. The combat's not easy. It's not hard either. You get a lot of health back, but you can get wiped out pretty quickly if you're taking too many hits. Infogrames doesn't have any continues or anything. Well, currently Chaos Defrost is lost in the middle of nowhere. Wisely buying a potion. Got the potion. This game has a lot of exposition for the lack of action that it has. Navigating the map was part of the challenge. I think Chaos Defrost has spotted the correct place. We have a race on our hands, folks. I don't think that the dungeon itself will hold them up as long as they get good at dodging the scorpions. That's really the big one. If they can get the skill they need to dodge those. On the armor energy. The armor energy. Chaos Defrost taken out as well. Schide wisely bought a potion. So there's another one in the dungeon too. With 2 HP, full heals. I don't expect they'll have any trouble. They will get some levels in here too, and it's just going to get easier and easier as this goes on. And he's got the armor upgrade too, so it's going to be really strong before too long here. None of these enemies have a lot of attack pattern. They just do one thing, and if you know that one thing, you can just maneuver around it and end up gaining HP, usually. I think this game could be good. I'm gonna play through it, I think, and see. It might be alright. Yeah, I thought those were bats, but the way they're spitting out dust makes me think they're moths, actually. This dungeon is not very long. Schide has the key. He found the key first. I had to go through the dungeon twice because I didn't go that direction. But he did, so he's actually in business here. He's catching up quickly. He's got a lead. I don't know if Chaos has found the storehouse again yet. I don't know where they're at. They're in a random battle, I think, on the world map. Which is real painful. We're back in the storehouse. This challenge was vague on purpose. I wanted it to be confusing to get out of town, yet alone through the map and into the fight itself. And I wanted to make sure they knew the way back home too. If they can't find the way back home, they're in trouble. Here's your boss. This is the guardian of the TNT. Scorpion view. Schide, please. You bought potions, Schide. Schide, no, don't do it, Schide. He's throwing it away. He better master this. If he has 2 potions now and he's not drinking either one, he's just gonna take a death. These are not automatic things. I don't know why he thinks they would be. He counts on that. He's dead. Oh man, 2 full heals in tow, and he let himself be wiped out by the final bit. That's too bad. He took the time to buy it in the store, so I thought for sure that he would use it. Back to the beginning. Not knowing, I think I would at least try to open the menu before giving up on, and just assuming that it's an automatic potion. Why would it be? Not when you have arrows too. It doesn't make any sense to have it be automatic when you have other items. It actually is on the menu too. The big A button prompt with a blank space is where the potion is now. So it actually is on the UI. Yeah, he's probably angry about that. Dying when he knew he had a heal, not knowing if it would kick off or not on its own. Where the hell is Chaos Defrost? What is this green land? Where did you head? What is this? Arsenal again? Is he going after some kind of weapon upgrade or something? I saw he changed his sword. The Hosa. Okay. Chaos Defrost has a plan. It's slow and steady. This weapon is probably better than this crappy sword with this weird swing arc. Schide is trying not to use his potion, it looks like. There is enough time. Probably, maybe. Well, Schide has to beat the game, or he loses. Schide has got to catch up on this game. And I thought they had this in the bag when they were at the boss. There really isn't much beyond the boss. The boss is the final deadly challenge. The rest is just navigation. And then they didn't drink their potion. They might lose this race because of that decision. To rely on the game being a fairy bottle instead of a potion eaten consumable kind of thing. It was a consumable kind of thing, so now they're back at the start. They got taken out again, because this time for sure they didn't use their potion, knowing how it worked. They got 10 minutes left, but really they only have 6 minutes left. And that's still enough time. There's still enough time to do it. They beeline. Schide had a lot of problems today with sub-weapons and items. Changing off the default of stuff. Those are really just well-animated sprites, and I'm noticing that the most out of... There's a lot of stuff that sucks in this game, like this map. This map is bad. Bad news map. This shouldn't even be here. Just take you to the dungeon if you want. It should be a menu and not a map that you navigate. But I really like the sprite animation. Chaos is in the storehouse, equipped for battle. It would appear that this weapon is not the weapon of choice for Scorpion Wars. It doesn't even hit them. This is level 1 in this game, by the way, in case anyone was wondering if I dropped them in like halfway or something. This is the beginning of the game. They're level 1. They have 6 out of 8 XP to level up, so they did an intro boss fight of sorts, and then they sent you here. They missed that part. That's all they've missed. They missed that and a lot of dialogue. Now, Schide knows there's a potion down the way here, too. He could have a second one, if he wants. It's right over there. Chaos is in the same place, with 4 minutes left on the clock. It's gonna be really close. Schide does not have a whole lot of time left. Got the potion. That axe is not good, actually. It sucks how bad it is. Disappointing and little weapon there. This place is not big. Schide could still do it. It's just really tightly timed now. No time for these guards. Gotta get through them quickly. Gotta just take them out. All the doors are locked until they're dead, unfortunately. You gotta chop right through them. Boss time. Now please, don't get killed this time. This boss charges every time he gets hit. That's what he does. He's incredibly predictable because of it, but he hits hard. It's a fast charge. If you know it's coming, you'll probably dodge it, but if you don't, you might die. Shide's using those potions. Needed the second one. Tanking the boss. Boss defeated. I hate to say it, but Chaos Defrost's time is finished. Schide did not finish the challenge. Well, he might finish it, but he didn't finish it to save enough time. He needed to deliver the TNT, and he did not do it. Not fast enough, anyway. Chaos Defrost's time is up, meaning that they are finished. Their time is 49 minutes even, roughly. Around 49 minutes. I don't know why Chaos Defrost's timer on this game is so low, but their time in general is up. F. Back to lawnmower. This was close. It wouldn't have been if Schide had drank that potion that made to break this thing for him. That really made the difference of like 10 minutes. That was huge. That was a huge loss of time. They are finished now with the challenge. They've delivered the TNT. With a time of 49:50, Schide is done. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
How was this pack?
Dragon View's a game I kind of want to come back to. Honestly, it was kind of fun, despite how lost I got on it.
It's
Honestly,
weird. Yeah, you got lost. Schide, you lost this race, and it's almost entirely because of those potions.
Oh, I'm aware. Yeah, that's what I was saying as I was doing it. I've played Dragon View before, not for a while, but I was thinking that I was supposed to equip the potions, but I wasn't like doing it. I guess. And then I died, and I was like, "All right, those aren't automatic potions. I should have equipped them."
They were wondering if
Then
you
I was
thought
like-
they were like linked to the past fairies or something.
I just kind of forgot, and yeah, I screwed up. Oh, well,
That cost you
What
a
are you
lot
gonna
of time. The other thing that did is Ninja Spirit. You wanted to use the sword the whole time, but you have 4 weapons to cycle through.
yeah, I didn't know there were other buttons on the TurboGrafx controller. Are there? I don't
yeah,
know.
it's basically like a NES controller almost.
Select
yeah.
is a button,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Also, I had slight controller issues where, for some reason, my controller buttons are doubling as keyboard controls, and I have no idea why, and I got to look into that. So
Oh man.
that was a concern slightly because
Well, congratulations
Yeah,
on beating
whatever.
that ninja guy with just the sword. That was impressive. It's not
Yeah,
supposed to be that hard. You're supposed to throw grenades at him.
grenades.
Yeah, I tried throwing stars for a while. It wasn't so great, and I found the grenades, and it's like, oh, that's it.
You
Okay.
cannot slice an explosion.
It depends on the anime.
Also, can I say that I'm a little salty that for all the getting lost in Dragon View, the fun new weapon kind of useless in the dungeon.
We thought you had something big going on. You went in there with that axe and it was useless.
It was completely useless. Yeah, it didn't hit hardly anything there.
You're going to the wrong dungeon on purpose after finding the right one. And I'm like, oh, getting that upgrade. And then you go in there and it flies right over the enemy's heads.
Yeah, I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
oh, I was just,
I'm gonna
Well-
look at that.
Pretty close race.
yeah,
Because
very, very good race.
Schide was able to do the Dragon View Confusion Challenge. Where you find a girl in town to tell you the directions. And then you, even then, kind of get confused on the world map because it's not very good.
Yeah, because
It's weird first-person thing.
my
Yeah.
viewpoint, I don't know why, because I didn't see the compass in the corner. Why did I not
No.
see the compass in the corner? Because for some reason I saw the guy going down out of the village. So I'm like, oh, you're facing south out of the gate. So let's go southwest,
yeah.
which is actually, or southeast, which is actually northwest. Hmm.
Yeah, I'm familiar enough with the game that I didn't have any trouble with navigation or kind of play after I, got used to it after a little bit. It was just like I screwed up with the potions, so probably could beat the pods the first time and then got out pretty easily.
It was
But
close.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, very good race.
Well, thanks for playing, Schide. Chaos
Thanks
Defrost.
for having me, Chai.
Chaos Defrost, you're up against
Spikes.
Catsworth.
That's gonna be a tough match for
That's worth
sure. Yeah,
That'd be fun.
it'll be a very fun match for sure, but definitely a tough one. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. I'll see you all in 3 hours. We have Proton John versus Fahrenheit, and following that,
Yes.
if Tie Tuesday is wrapping up the Mario RPG translation, I'll be starting Final Fantasy IV one. Similar stuff.
Oh,
Look forward to that.
Nice.
I'll
That
probably
sounds
only play it
awesome.
for a couple hours tonight, but if people are interested in more of it, I'll have it. I'm gonna make sure it runs right. I think it does. I checked it a bit. I don't know that it runs right on DOS though. I tried that and it didn't seem to save right. I'll check again, but I don't think it will.
oh man. All right. I'll definitely have to check that out later.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, have a good night.
All
See
right,
you
see you
then.
around.
See ya. Thanks.